When you work from home, the biggest problem you have is power. Today I'm going to talk about charging your laptop from your car because if you are to buy a UPS or a power generator, it would cost you around 20,000 Sri Lankan rupees to 100,000 rupees. Why we spend that much uh, if we have a simple alternative? Let's see how we can do that. This is the DC to DC step up boost converter, which is capable of uh, increasing the input voltage, which is in the range of 2 to 24 volts. Input we can increase up to 3 to 30 volts with 4 ampere output and 60 watts voltage, which is pretty much okay for a laptop and couple of LED lamps also. This is the key component I used in in the boost converter for charging the laptop. Uh, and other component is the cigarette lighter socket that directly can be plugged into the car and take the power for the input of the boost converter. And this is the wire, the cable that comes with the generally latest HP laptops, and in that you need that because the supply converters output is just two wires coming out. But in this HP laptop, we have three wires: the white, black, and blue. These white and black. White is the positive around 19 volts, and black is the ground. Blue colored wire is the power sales pin. We'll look at how the power cells being constructed using a simple circuit, simple resistive divider to activate our laptop's charging. And the last component is the pair of crocodile clips, but it is not necessary if you have the cigarette lighter socket. But I used both because I have a spare battery as well as I use the uh, car. Both can be used together. And let's look at the how much cost altogether it took. Like I need for the power sales pin of the HP laptop, 10K resistor and 27K resistor, but these are very no cost at all. But the boost converter costs around $3.38. Altogether, it comes to $8.5. And if we look at it in Sri Lankan rupees, it is less than 2,000 bucks. This is the simple schematic of the um, laptop charger using car. I use a cigarette lighter plug to give the 12 volt input voltage from the car. Um, when you plug in, you better start the car for a while and charge your laptop. And after the charge is complete, you can switch off the car and use the laptop power till it lasts. And how this works is we plug in 12 volts here, and I use a DC to DC boost converter, which is boosting the voltage from 12 volt to 19 voltage, which is the general voltage of a laptop, input voltage of a laptop. Put to 19 volt, you need to pass that through a voltage divider. Why I do this? Because generally modern laptops has power sensing capabilities. To optimally use the power to the laptop, we need to the power supplies and give some voltage levels so that the power is optimized. Generally, that voltage level is sits between 4 volt to 6 volt. Therefore, I put a voltage divider with the 10K resistor and the 27K resistor so that use some kind of average voltage around these figures. That should be supplied to the blue wire, and the white and black wires are the positive and negative voltages directly can be fed into this kind of HP power cable, and directly the power cable can be connected to the laptop. In addition to that, you may need to power up your Wi-Fi router also. The simple solution is to use a 7812 IC, which is a linear regulator that this 19 volt can be fed into the inputs of this simple IC and get the 12 volt output and directly feed to the Wi-Fi router. Then you have the Wi-Fi router as well as laptop running for the day. If today is a blackout, you are safe. You can work from home safely. As you can see, this is the voltage divider circuit that is connected to the output of the converter, and black, white and blue wires are connected properly. And also these two are the voltage and current control uh, screws, and this is the input voltage. This is where the input voltage comes in, and heatsink is given to if in case heat produces on the MOSFETs. This is the uh, cigarette lighted plug and also the crocodile clip pair. And I use a ATX power supply casing to mount my circuit within safely, and this is the HP plug uh, I which I am going to connect to the laptop. When you power up the converter, green light is on and it works well. That's what it indicates, and it should produce roughly 19 volts. If you want whatever the volt, I keep it just below 19 because to be safe, safety of the to make sure the safety of the laptop is guaranteed. Yes, it is 18.17 volts and quite enough for laptop to power up. This is the power source I used. It is a car battery uh, directly feeding the converter. And finally, we'll see how it works with the laptop. And I'm trying to connect the power cable to the laptop so that we see the uh, power icon getting changed in the laptop. Yeah.